Skylanders Imaginators, the fifth installment in the Skylanders franchise, is a video game all about action, adventure, and using your imagination. If you have been considering buying this game, whether it be for yourself or for someone else, then consider no more, as this review will definitely help you come to your final solution. Starting this thing off, I would like to talk about all the good things about this game. The first thing that was found rather impressive about this game would have been the graphics. Sure, even though the game's main audience is for children, making it seem like graphics shouldn't really matter as much, you'd be proven wrong, as partially when referring to the graphics, what's being referred towards are the visually appealing colors that are represented in this game. With level settings constantly changing from being a dark, snowy night at the casino to a nice summer day at an observatory, it adds up for a very enjoyable experience instead of just having bland, boring, and average characteristics. If we were to continue on with the subject of graphics, what else had been noticed for this game would have been that the game developers had actually really put some major effort into creating some of the beautiful scenery that is represented in this game. Even though it may not seem like the greatest graphics in the entire gaming industry, they are still rather advanced compared to the average kids video game. The next thing that was also worth mentioning about this game would have been the build-up of personality for each of the main characters. With characters such as Flynn and Callie playing much less of a role in this year's installment, along with other characters such as Spyro, Stealth Elf, and Eruptor getting some more spotlight instead of just being the Skylanders of the past, it really does add up to the much needed change and variety that the franchise had been needing for so long. Another thing that I found noticeably remarkable about the Skylanders Imaginators would have been the playability. The reason why I found this so remarkable was because there was always something to do. Examples of this would be having to battle and take down random ambushes of enemies, finding hidden items that will help your Skylanders and Imaginators level up and become much more powerful, daily objectives that can be completed for special prizes and rewards, plus much more. Finally, the last positive thing about this game, Skylanders Imaginators, would have been about the figures. This year, figures had really improved and upgraded in areas such as size, quality, and creativity this year, making the Toys to Life experience with your Skylanders so much more enjoyable. Additional information includes that the average height for each figure is about 8 to 10 inches, so you won't have to worry as much about losing your characters. Now then, let's talk about all the negatives to our Skylanders Imaginators. The first negative that had been noticed with this game would have been the story, which, once again, there's a bit of doubt that the little children could even care about this in the slightest. What exactly the story was this year was that Chaos, the antagonist, and this Brain Man, never found out his real name, worked together to create the most powerful Doomlander to help them take down the Skylanders and rule over Skylands. This story was just found too simple and boring in many people's eyes, making it hard to keep up with. Anyways, moving on to the other problem about Skylanders Imaginators would have been the limits to your imagination. Don't get me wrong though, there are still hundreds of thousands of combinations that you could still take advantage of when creating your Imaginators. It was more just many possibilities, such as personality, were limited to such an extent that it makes it feel like you were almost being restricted when using your imagination. To add on, there were also some pieces that were just plain out awful and that could have really been improved upon, such as the dog head. Outside of that though, pieces for the arms, legs, bodies, and tails are quite nice, but still won't be able to cancel out all of the flaws. In conclusion, would I recommend buying this game? Yes. Although that may sound a bit one-sided considering I'm a huge Skylanders fan and collector, just remember that even the people who absolutely love this gaming franchise were rated off a fair and balanced standpoint. Anyways, hopefully this review helped you out on making your decision on buying this game, either for you, yourself, or somebody else, such as a friend or child. If you did decide on buying this game, then I hope you enjoy it.